Nomad Tibet is saying, hello, Jamie Bhai and friends. Why do we always struggle to get rid of lower orders, especially Australia? If both of you can answer this briefly, Taus, I'll start with you. हम क्या ये lower order क्यों नहीं संभलता भाई हमसे?
टॉप ऑर्डर नहीं संभल रहा, लोअर क्या संभलेगा यार? आई मीन कम ऑन, लोअर ऑर्डर के लिए यू नीड बुमराह, बोथ एंड से डालेंगे तो शायद हो सकता है, बिकॉज यू नीड दैट पेस, यू नीड सम एक्स फैक्टर टू टेक आउट दोज। रिवर्स स्विंग भी नहीं और इफेक्ट में नहीं आ रहा है ना, सो दैट इज इंडिया में आप देखेंगे मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स कि यार कहीं ना कुछ निकल आता था रिसेंट टाइम्स में, और नहीं तो लोअर ऑर्डर हैज बीन अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर ईच एंड एवरी टीम, बिकॉज थक जाते बॉलर्स, राइट? बॉलर्स थक जाते डालते डालते, एंड देन इफ यू हैव अ लॉन्ग मैच, इफ यू हैव अ 400 का सीरीज, इट्स डिफिकल्ट यार, 400 मारती है तो इट्स डिफिकल्ट, दीज गाइज विल बी टायर्ड आउट कंप्लीटली, वेरी हो जाएंगे एकदम, एंड इट्स वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट दोस यॉर्कर्स perfectly. And Mitchell Stark, you're talking about, these are good batters यार. Mitchell Stark is not a bad batter. He's not a typical दूसरी टीम में रहेंगे तो थोड़ा और अब जाएंगे बैटिंग ऑर्डर में. पैट कमिंस, except that Nathan Lyon and the other guy, आप देखेंगे कि यार these guys will be taking on the attack. अभी तो इनको अटैक करना है, अब तो शायद विकेट जल्दी भी चले जाए, बट मिचेल स्टार्क विल ट्राई टू अटैक राइट नाउ, एंड देन you'll see some more. कितना 500 टच कर लेंगे, 500 550.
Yep. And this has always been a challenge, Jamie, for India. Lower orders, हमने ये लेटेस्ट नहीं है. इंडियन टीम तो बहुत अच्छा भी खेलती थी, तो लोअर ऑर्डर ने इंडिया को बहुत तंग किया है. क्या है, बहुत डिफेंसिव हो जाता है हमारा माइंडसेट, हम बहुत फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हैं, यार इनको तो आउट कर ही लेंगे. वेयर डज इंडिया गो रॉन्ग विद द लोअर ऑर्डर?
Yeah, I mean it's a good question. I mean it's been there, as you said. जब टीम जीतती है फिर भी ये दिक्कत होती है. बीच में कुछ साल तक things had improved. I remember, especially at home. I mean, हमने उमेश यादव का नाम लिया. He was getting reverse swing. He often, as recent as last year in the BGT, he was rolling over teams fatafat, you know. But I think by the time you look at someone like a Jasprit Bumrah, he's put in so many overs. His workload is pushed to the limit. By the time he has to come and try and mop up the tail, he'll still do it. But the lack of support, right? As Tazbhai said, top order. आकाशदीप हो या फिर हर्षित राणा हो या मोहम्मद सिराज हो, हमारे फेवरेट, ये स्टार्ट के बैट्समैन को या स्टार्ट के टॉप 3-4 पर दबाव नहीं डाल सकते हैं. So by the time you get to the lower order, you're probably spent, right? See, running through a lower order when a team is 180 for 7 and when they're 452 for 7, या जो भी score है, बहुत फर्क है, right? By that time you're cranky. You're probably not inspired by your captain. You probably just want to go inside, have an ice bath, right? So whenever against, let's talk about Australia, because Rinzan Mai has brought up especially Australia a bit, and we're talking about a very very poor day when only one wicket has fallen for 140 odd runs. By the time you're into the tail, right? Pat Cummins has scored runs. Mitchell Stark, his highest score of 99 came against MS Dhoni's team. So these guys can bat. I still think these are the best batting conditions we've seen in the whole series. Australia with the team under more pressure coming through, they're just applying themselves a bit better. You don't see them come and play rash shots. Now, Akashdeep gave Virat Kohli and Ashwin and Gambhir and Rohit reason to jump up and celebrate. These guys will not react because they're putting a price on their wicket. Bumrah has hit the most runs in an over, but these guys don't hang around. So unfortunately, we're dealing with an Australian tail that actually bats very, 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 very well, right? So they're not like some Bangladesh or Pakistan's last 3 or 4. Like England, they have a good tail, and when you're flattened, when Steven Smith is batting on a century and Mitchell Stark is out to come, and you're already bereft of ideas, you will struggle to take wickets because your captain doesn't have a clue. The field settings, as you yourself mentioned, Kanav, the field settings don't inspire confidence for Mitchell Stark walking in. It's just a terrible tour. I overestimated this team, and I just want this series to get over fatafat so we can take a break and then start talking about Champions Trophy. ये series तो भाई गियो.